Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. I'm your host, A. Johnny The Exposer, as I come through every Friday night to give you guys another great show off the GOAT James Kingdom platform. You guys know about us. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the channel. Don't be afraid to check out the membership of GOAT James Kingdom, where we have different perks for all our members. But we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform, and this is Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. I'm your boy, A. Johnny The Exposer. Shout out to everybody that's here watching me tonight. Thank you for joining me on a Friday night. Keep it 100. Salute to you. Let me know if my mic is working well. Give me 2 thumbs up, y'all. But again, we are GOAT James Kingdom platform. Shout out to everybody who follows us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You guys know what we do in GOAT James Kingdom. We talk the GOAT conversation like none other. Let's have some fun. I see Rundown Productions is in the building. Thank you for joining me. Crash, I see you. What up, Crash? Yes, y'all. Thanks for joining me again. It is Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. So that I hear y'all tonight, that means my mic is working well. Tonight's episode, we're going to talk about the landscape of social media and the basketball world. As you guys know, Shannon Sharpe has actually broke the internet as of recently with his groundbreaking interview with Cat Williams, right? And as you can see, that he has over 45 million views on his platform, and that's because at the end of the day, what Shannon Sharpe has done is allowed people to come and speak honestly on his platform. And what has happened with YouTube, and YouTube is going to continue to grow. Shout out to Travis. And that's why I wanted to talk about today's program was going to be about the whole social media platform, from TikTok to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, right here on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? How does that work when we talk about basketball? Because there is so much information now in the world. And how do we gather up all this information? How do we do this? How is this going to work for everybody, right? So with Shannon Sharpe breaking the internet, right, with him doing this, right, with him taking it to another level, it shows that the average masses of the people are going to places like YouTube to be entertained. They're no longer going to ESPN. They're no longer going to TNT. They're no longer watching the television. They're streaming. They're watching stream shows. They're watching stream programs. They're watching content creators. That is what's going on in today's society. And Shannon Sharpe is showing not only us that, but he's also showing the big people that, the big companies that, people that see what Shannon Sharpe is generating. They know if 45 million people within 10 days are going to go watch Shannon Sharpe interview Cat Williams, then there's got to be a market space for everybody in this. So where does basketball fall in this? Where does the basketball world come in at? Because we had Draymond Green recently say, not recently, but he said it sometime last year, about a year ago, about how there's a new media out there. So how are these outlets are going to adjust? We saw ESPN lay off a bunch of people, right, to adjust their lineup, right? We saw Skip had to adjust his lineup. But how are they doing? Is basketball in a good place under the hands of the major networks? Or is the new platforms that we see, such as Gilbert Arenas' show, such as Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles' show, as Steve Jack's show with Matt Barnes, you know, Jeff Teague's show, Paul George's show, all these great podcasts, JJ Redick's show, all these great basketball podcasts are out now that we're getting crazy content from, and they're telling us stuff from a player's perspective. So how does all of that work, man? Shout out to everybody that's in the comments. I see y'all here. Peace, y'all. Peace, everybody. Thank you for joining me again on a Friday night. It is a Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. So we are here to have some fun. Shout out to everybody that's also following us on Facebook. As of right now, our Facebook account, as far as our Facebook group, has reached 70,000 members. So we are officially at 70,000 members on our Facebook group. It's definitely a great mark for us. Shout out to us there in GOAT James Kingdom. All right. So again, we are a part of this social media platform, as you guys know here in GOAT James Kingdom. Brandon and I are trying to create a a sense of understanding of how great LeBron James is, because you guys know LeBron James faces a lot of hate, and just being a LeBron James fan alone attracts such hate. But, you know, at the end of the day, these guys need to understand that basketball has been around for a very long time, and there's terminologies about basketball that have existed forever. These guys are creating new terms for basketball. I go on TikTok. This morning I was on TikTok, and I couldn't believe the stuff that I had to hear, and I got to argue stuff about what a playmaker is in basketball. These guys don't know what a playmaker is in basketball. They create terms like off-ball gravity. You see what I'm saying? These guys are horrible, and then when you talk to them about basketball, they want to call you a casual. They want to get personal. They want to get very insulting with you. They want to talk about you instead of talking about what you're talking about, which is basketball. And this morning, shout out to my boy John. Peace, John. I was on TikTok live, and it was weird because, you know, John said he had something that happened to him that never happened to him, but I'll bring it up here. John posted this right here. This is something that John posted right here. And basically, I was cooking somebody so bad on a live on TikTok this morning, and John's comments had them so upset that they had to go find out who John was and started talking about John and trying to make fun of John and making all kind of silly insults and derogatory terms about him because they couldn't prove the things that I was saying. They couldn't prove me wrong. And then they get mad at me because they can't do nothing to me because I expose them. That's what I do best. I'm the exposer. So they couldn't handle that heat, and because of that, they literally went and found this man's picture. They had to go outside of TikTok to get it because he don't have a picture of himself on TikTok. So they went to another platform of his to go find a picture of him to start talking about him. That's how bad it was for them. And that's because they sit around on TikTok all day lying about basketball. Because they don't know how to talk about basketball because they learned the game of basketball by watching ESPN and TNT. And I'm going to bring up some clips to explain to you why these guys don't know how to talk basketball. And they don't even watch the games. They always tell us about, you need to watch the games. Talking about watching the games, we have some games on tonight. There's a few games on tonight. There's some games on running right now. My Heat is actually playing versus Orlando, which should be a good matchup. Tyler Hero's not playing, and I think even Butler and Lowry's out. But either way, these guys claim they watch the games, they do this, they do that, but they're on TikTok for 8 hours a day. They're talking about LeBron James all day long. That's all they do is talk about LeBron James. They don't have no content. They don't create content. Like I tell those guys, we are content creators. We create videos, graphs. We have a show, a platform. We have 2 shows per week. We go live. I'm going to bring up the link very shortly. But these guys are horrible. And you're right, Rich. They bring up horrible terms, like off-ball gravity. What's the other term that drives me crazy over there with them? Like, they just have all these crazy terms. They don't know what playmaking is. They literally think shot making is playmaking, and it's not. And I'm going to prove it by the end of the show that shot creation or scoring is not playmaking. Playmaking in basketball has to do with actually getting your teammate a shot, not you actually taking a shot. So they don't want to talk basketball. They just want to talk about me. They want to talk about GOAT James Kingdom. They want to talk about that's what it was, zone trap. Yes, that's what they wanted to talk about, zone traps in the 80s. Imagine that. They want to talk about zone defense in the 80s. They are literally the worst fan base to talk basketball with. But it's fine. This is why GOAT James Kingdom exists, because Brandon and I are the perfect people to talk basketball, because this is not personal to us. This is not personal to me. I don't have a personal fandom for LeBron James to why he's my GOAT. I have him as the GOAT because I appreciate basketball and what he's done for the game of basketball. That's just it. Like, that's just it. So coming at me about being a LeBron James fan doesn't hurt me in any kind of way. So, they are horrible at talking basketball because at the end of the day, they've been listening to Charles Barkley and Shaq's talk for almost 20 years plus. TNT has been covering basketball for 30 years. All right, so you have ESPN, who gives us Stephen A. Smith. They give us Kendrick Perkins and Richard Jefferson. The only person that I can say on ESPN that I could respect when they're talking about basketball is Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst actually gives you some knowledge behind everything. I like Brian Windhorst. He does his job, but he's only a reporter. He's a journalist. They don't give us the coaching perspective. They give us the player's perspective, but they don't give us the coaching perspective. They don't give us the GM perspective. We don't get that when you're watching ESPN and TNT. And to just prove my point, right? I'm gonna bring up a clip from TNT last night, and we're gonna discuss what these guys talk about. All right, we're gonna literally talk about this because these guys are the worst. Like I said, they don't really talk the game of basketball. They really don't. They just say things that, like I said, they just say things just to say things. It sounds cool. It sounds nice. It's great to say it. You see what I'm saying? But let's listen to what Shaq has to say about the game last night between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics.
So it quiets things down on the Milwaukee side, at least for a while, where all the talk's been about pride and effort and that kind of thing.
I say this all the time because I speak from fact. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Stay dominant at home. Play hard. You know, they had a couple ups and downs, but we're still in second place. No time for panic. Okay, they had a lapse, and we know that they were going to be up. Like, I called it before the game. Like, they had a lapse. Everybody's killing them. Everybody's panicking for no reason. They're still in second place. I knew they was going to come out and play hard. You know, Chuck talking about the Celtics played 40 minutes. That wasn't why they lost. They lost because the Bucks saying, okay, you guys are doubting us. Dame is here. Giannis is here. We know what we can do. They're playing at home. Everybody, like when we're players, the worst thing you can get is wake up in your local paper and your local paper is questioning you. So I knew they was going to come out and play.
Shaq said a bunch of nothing. Shaq basically said that the media writing bad comments and writing bad articles about the players made the Milwaukee Bucks come up and show up last night. If that's what it takes to win a basketball game, why do you need a coach? Why do you need a scouting report? Why do you need anything that revolves around game strategy, game planning on a game-to-game basis? If all it takes is for your players to read articles about how bad they're playing basketball. Forget the coaching in the film room that explains to you exactly what you're doing wrong, which is what Shaq is supposed to explain to us. Why are they playing better now than when they were than a month ago? He can't explain it. He can't give us anything. He can't break down the game to us. They talk narrative based, and this is what we get when we talk about basketball. This is all I hear on TikTok, on Facebook comments. These are what people talk about. They talk narratives. It's hilarious. It's completely hilarious. Shout out to Ghost 2000. Peace, brother. You beat that dude Sport Witness so bad he debated and traumatized him to the point to make him. From my understanding, he's still making videos in his vehicle. But again, these guys can't talk basketball. Again, I had to explain to these guys about playmaking. They can't see screen. They can't see a screen in a play. I'd be like, yo, they show me Stephen Curry running around 100 screens and literally tell me, look at Stephen Curry's gravity when Stephen Curry's getting screens so that his defender detaches from him. So now he's open. Now it's not somebody guarding him anymore. But somehow it's his gravity. And then it's off-ball gravity. And then they show him with the ball and say, look at the gravity. Of course, he has the ball. Anybody with the basketball in their hands is going to attract attention. He has the basketball. That's what you should be doing on defense. Be between the basket and the ball. So I need to know where the ball is at if I'm going to be able to be between the basket and the ball. But if Stephen Curry's just running around without the basketball, I don't care what Stephen Curry's doing until somebody gives him a screen. Until he's running to 2 or 3 screens. And now he's open. And it's a problem then. Yes, that's a problem. But they don't know how to talk basketball. They don't know how to actually articulate themselves when it comes to talking basketball. They just don't know how to do it. And it's because they got Shaq and Kendrick Perkins and all these guys who don't really talk basketball well. That's not what they do well. I mean, Charles Barkley's another one. These guys won Emmys because of their program. They've won Emmys. Like it's crazy. They won, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, what are we talking about when we're talking basketball? Are we talking the game, or are we just talking what? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? So let's bring up what Charles Barkley said. Now, this is a perfect example of what happens when you talk basketball with people in today's NBA. All right, this is what. Listen, y'all pay attention to what Charles Barkley says right here.
But it was that Phoenix backcourt, man, Booker and Beal.
This was embarrassing, man, for the Lakers.
You know what I would do if I was Rob Pelinka?
What would you do?
I said, if you guys don't make the playoffs, I'm taking that damn in-season battle championship. I'm taking it down.
That'll show.
If you guys don't make the play-in of the playoffs, I'm taking that damn pre-banner down.
How about Bradley
Step your
Beal?
game up.
Season high 37.
Man, 8 for 10 from 3.
Yeah. And he and
Not watch the game?
he and Booker combined
Why would I watch that
68
game? I wasn't
points.
watching that much either.
What were you watching then? What were you watching? If you were
Oh, Lord, I was
Once it got up 20 on it. My girl Mariska Hargitay.
You got. I don't know if you guys heard that. Charles Barkley literally said he went 8 for 10 from the 3-point line. They asked him, "You didn't watch the game?" He said, "No." Charles Barkley gets paid to watch 2 games a week, and he doesn't even watch it. Then has the nerve to come up here and then tell us and explain to us how Bradley Beal balled out yesterday. We don't know how Bradley Beal got those shots. We don't understand nothing because they're not explaining nothing to us. They're just telling us the Lakers is not playing good. Explain it to us. Help us understand the game. The man literally said, "I didn't watch the game." His job is to watch that game so that he can talk about it. He has a halftime segment and a post-game segment. He found out Bradley Beal went off for 37 at the highlights. Just like all these other guys that get on TikTok and get on social media every day and want to act like these are like they're social media content creators. And this is why I wanted to talk about this because like I said about Shannon Sharpe, not anybody could have got Cat Williams on their show and got that type of following and that type of engagement. It is because Shannon Sharpe creates great content. Willie D just had Cat Williams on his show. His show is not as good as Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe creates good content. There are people out here creating good content because they want to provide good, entertaining stuff as well as informative things. But not only are you guys not entertaining, you're definitely not informative. At least Shaq and Barkley and them are funny. They're entertaining to a certain degree. But you guys are none of that. I mean, the man literally said he didn't watch the game. So he literally was going to go up there and just wheel it out and just say whatever he wanted to say. Oh, whatever, the Lakers suck or whatever, I don't trust the Suns. Whatever nonsense he wanted to spew. He didn't even watch the game. And he'll tell you, oh, it was a blowout or whatever. Okay, well, explain to us why was it a blowout. Why the Lakers didn't come out fiery. Show us the energy. Show us what you guys are talking about. Don't just say it and don't prove it. And that's why GOAT James Kingdom exists. Because not only do we say it, we prove it. Like I tell people, we prove it daily why LeBron's the GOAT. We're not just a bunch of LeBron fans. We are basketball fans that are creating content for people. And if you're not a content creator, I don't know how to explain what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. You're just somebody with a profile or an avatar on a bunch of people's lives. Like I said, we go live every Friday night and every Sunday. You sit around and wait for live invites and links, which I'm about to put up the link right now for anybody who wants to join me so we can have a great conversation. But at the end of the day, bro, we're talking about being basketball fans, and social media is giving us a platform to talk basketball. And what we have is a bunch of people who don't want to talk basketball. What they want to do is talk narratives. They want to talk stuff that have nothing to do with anything. And they want to create fake things that have nothing to do with basketball. Nothing at all. And then they want to call you a casual. They want to call you this, that, and the third. When at the end of the day, it's them. It's not us. It's you. You don't know nothing about the game enough to talk about it so that we can understand it. Even when Kenny Smith runs with his little bow-legged stuff or the little whatever, his little messed up knee stuff to the little backboard, he doesn't break nothing down. He just shows you what happened like on a highlight, but he doesn't say, well, look, they're running this play. If I ask the NBA fan what is a floppy, they don't know what a floppy play is. You know what I'm saying? And most of us never played organized basketball. Most of us are guys who play street ball. So we really don't know the ins and out of the game. Football is not like that, bro. If you ask a football player what a wedge is, what a screen pass is, they know every in and out talk about football. They know everything. There's no argument with a football fan when you tell them what a zone defense is. There's no argument. None at all. Peace, Travis. What's good, man?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. How you going? How's everything, man?
Good, man. And I just wanted to give you a quick day. You are 100% right. And we talk about this all the time, is where these people, you just see a bunch of narratives, people like that. They don't know basketball, and I was kind of ran into that myself lately, as you saw. It's they don't know basketball. They didn't have narratives. They want to talk about anything except for, like you said, they don't want to break it down. They said, oh, like you said, Charles Barkley. He's like, oh, well, tell me what happened, and I'll just say, well, he got 37 points. That's why they lost, or whatever. It's just like it's the dumbest thing, and that's why they're afraid to come on your show and things like that because they know they get exposed because they can't handle the tough questions because they don't know stats or facts or anything like that other than, like you said, just total narratives what they're spoon fed on ESPN. And to answer your question really fast, no, you're right. Like people like Sharp and everything else, like they have interesting things going on. Like people come on there and they start talking facts. They're not being. People can realize or can watch that and know they're not going to be censored, and like just fed certain aspects of things like the way ESPN will do, or whatever. You know, they'll get it unadulterated. They're able to participate and like get the knowledge and facts in themselves and make their own decisions. And so I think that's why it's blowing up. Same like a lot of the reason why like your channel is doing so well too is because people know they can get on there and not get made fun of or not like get attacked personally to a degree.
You might get made fun of. You might get made
to
fun
a degree,
of.
yeah.
But it won't be necessarily. It won't be it won't be you made fun of. It'll be what you said that'll be made fun of necessarily.
Exactly. They're not gonna. Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll get exposed for sure if you have a bad take, but other than that, it's like a safe space relatively. But yeah, I think that's it's a definite shift going on, and it's the new way, for sure.
Yeah, no, and like I said, that's the thing about the Shannon Sharp and bringing it up is like you said, it's not censored. YouTube doesn't censor you. They just give you a platform to speak and do your thing, and it's up to the viewer or the subscriber, right, to get into it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, he himself didn't know that was actually going to go as viral as it did. His producers did, but he was just saying to himself, hey, I invite comedians on all the time. Cat Williams is funny. And he understands his fan base. And that's another thing, too, is understanding your fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, just coming on here and saying any silly thing that you want to say and you think that's going to get you fan base. Like, we have a guy on Facebook that trolls us and says we don't have enough people to come on our show. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you don't have enough people to even read your comments. So, like, what do you do? Like, you're not bringing nobody to our show, right? So, but it's funny that he says that. Then I show him that we're getting some views, and he says that we're just using images of other people. But if that's the case, anybody can create a YouTube channel and put an image of Michael Jordan or an image of Michael Jackson or an image of somebody famous, and you think that's going to automatically skyrocket? No. Like, it's you really have to put in the work. Like, the guys that you see that are doing this, like you said, they're really putting in the work. But then you get guys like ESPN and them. It's lazy work. They don't have to do nothing. It's hard to say that Whitlock was right to a certain degree, but Stephen A. Smith is kind of handcuffed. He can't talk about anything he wants, however he wants. He has a job that he has to do. You understand what I'm trying to say? So what this is why the basketball platform is going to be better with social media is because now we don't have those restrictions. Because now you go straight to YouTube and we can find out what Gilbert Arenas is saying. Even if you like Steven Jackson, those are Michael Jordan guys. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Quentin Richardson, and Darian Miles. All those guys are Michael Jordan fan pages that if you're a Michael Jordan fan or LeBron, because that's really what it is. It's Michael Jordan versus LeBron when we talk basketball. It's either you see things like a Michael Jordan fan or you see things like a LeBron fan. That's just how it is. So I think social media is changing, and I think we're hitting it at the right spot. And I think if anybody has a YouTube platform, you should try to engage more and get your stuff out there because this is the future of entertainment. It's no longer going to be TV. People are going to be streaming YouTube. They just got the NFL package on top of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said, man. And that's where it's at.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Again, the link is up if anybody wants to join. So this Sunday show, we're going to talk of Rashad McCants, right?
Yep.
And you see his rant. He took things personal.
Yep.
Do you think the way they do the basically provide the content through ESPN and like TNT, that it creates a level of subjectivity that doesn't necessarily fall on the team? It's like it seems like with basketball fans, they're very subjective, like football fans, but not to a team, to a player.
To a degree, yeah. I think that a lot of the times you can, like, that's kind of the way it's going sometimes. I mean, I used to be a lot more like, especially when LeBron was prime, and like they kind of used to frame it as like, oh my gosh, like it's all about LeBron versus a certain player, or LeBron versus Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely did you get like, was it really like, oh, there's this huge fan base, and until like, maybe we had some weird finals matchup or something like Milwaukee versus whoever, and then you said, oh, they're coming out of the woodwork. But I mean, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing for the game when you have faces of the league or multiple faces. You can like, but it's really, I think it's much better when they talk about teams as a whole and break it down. That's why
Mm-hmm.
it's to be a lot more helpful when you have like actual knowledgeable guys. Like you pointed out, a lot of these guys are just actually talking basketball and breaking it down to like, instead of just narratives which favor so and so player, you never ever hear about what the Raptors are doing, or anything like that. And
Thank
so it
you.
just kind of serves
Mm-hmm.
to isolate a large portion of the fan base, and
Mm-hmm.
so get away from that is good.
No, no. I mean, like I said, man, that's what I say because you always hear all the time. You don't watch the game. You're a casual. You don't see the game, and in my mind, I'm like, bro, there's no way you can watch every game. My
Yeah.
wife is a big time Knick fan. If anybody
Yeah.
know Knick fans are big on watching Knick games. Even she don't watch all 82 games. I don't
Yeah.
watch all 82 Miami Heat games. Obviously, I'm not watching their game tonight, right? Things happen. You can't always watch the games. But you
Yeah.
do watch the games if you're a fan of a team. But a lot of these guys don't have a team. They're just fans of players. And they want
Yeah,
to
that's
talk
why
about
they don't know
yeah.
basketball. They're just following a narrative, and they're following a player, and they don't know. It's those are like what you call the ultimate definition of casual. So
Yeah.
it's just
All right. So let me ask you this, right? Because the thing about
Yeah.
it, because we're going viral with the Kobe videos.
Mm.
You're a Kobe guy, right?
Kobe
The
guy.
thing, the thing is that they were saying it's not about the stats, right? And I get it. It's not about the stats when the players talk about Kobe. But what is it that the players fear Kobe is doing to them on the basketball court?
Well, I mean, when you watch it, I think I don't want to say the consensus, but like a lot of times, what a common theme would be in things when interview was, especially when it got specific, would be like his footwork, he's always intense on both ends of the floor. He wouldn't just relax and take plays off, and it was just really hard to guard him because he had such a technique and finesse. Was he going to shoot 60-70% a night? Definitely not, but he wouldn't stop him from taking it to the post, from trying, putting those moves on you. He did master certain things like his footwork and everything else. He had a great low post game, but that's, when somebody, in my opinion, when someone's going to go ahead and, keep coming at you in a relentless way, regardless as if they're busting you every night. Like Marbury said, he's like, man, there's not too many of those guys who are going to bust you on both ends. Kobe was one of those guys, but I just think that kind of mentality that he displayed his whole career was a big part of it. And I mean, he was, really skilled offensively, but just that respect and fear, if you want to do it, from the guys.
Yeah, but the fear is the fact that he's going to score 40, which is a stat.
Which you could easily, yeah.
No, but which is a stat. That's the
Yeah, it's a
fear.
stat.
The
Yep.
fear is that he's going to go off for 40 or 50 or 81.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the stats do matter. The reason Kobe is feared is because he could put up 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stat. You're afraid that, damn, tonight I'm going to be the guy that has to worry about a guy that's putting up 50 and the coach is telling me, stop him, and I really can't.
You can't do it, man.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Oh, definitely.
So the stats still do matter. Shout out to Michael Jordan's fans are the best. Peace to Dart and the whole panel over there. They're checking out GOAT James Kingdom. Thank you, sir, for joining me on a Friday night exposure.
For sure, sir.
We're talking platforms. You got a platform yourself. Hopefully you do well with what you do with your platform. But again, it's about creating good content. It's about
Absolutely.
talking basketball. It's about, and you got to be unique because it is a saturated market. And if anybody understands capitalism, being in a saturated market is not good. You got to really know how to find your niche in the podcast world, right? I like to call when I had my own show, I called it a talk show. I didn't like to call it a podcast because everybody has a podcast. Not everybody has a talk show. You know what I'm saying? But Go
Yep.
James Kingdom is different. We're different. We're completely different, and I think that we're gonna have more great stuff for you guys. We're going into our 2-year anniversary in April, so you guys look out for us. Again, we reached 70,000 in Facebook. We're continuing to grow here on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not a member. Go ahead and check out the membership, everything that we got going on. Like everything we got, because we are GOAT James Kingdom, and we're gonna continue to grow. So Travis, any last words? I'm gonna bring up Twin Man.
Oh no, it's a great topic and some excellent points as usual. And we'll see you on Sunday for sure.
Yeah, sure. For Sunday, y'all check out Travis. He's known as Travis Blankenship, the greatest last name of all time.
It's up there.
It's up there. T Perfect. Y'all know where to find him. Thanks, man. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, man.
All right, peace. Twin Man, come back up. I saw you there, Twin Man. I don't know what happened to you. I was about to bring you back up. But yeah, man. I mean, it's you know, today's TikTok was very, very funny, man, because I really got into to two serious conversations, and I thought that it's just simple to know what a playmaker was in basketball. You understand what I'm trying to say? And how these guys just don't understand how basketball works. You know what I'm saying? And it was rebounding. They couldn't understand rebounding. They were mad at me because I kept trying to tell them LeBron James rebounding is just as impactful as his scoring. He was trying, they like to nitpick and find little talks. Like they're bad. What up, Twin Man?
What up, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm fine, man. I've been out here just exposing LeBron haters.
Yeah, I've been seeing it, bro. I'm a little under the weather. I got a little laryngitis and shit.
Mm.
But I think so. First things first. Like I said, I'm late as shit. What's the question for tonight?
Well, we're talking, right, how social media has gotten large and how there's a new set of platforms in social media that talks basketball, right? So we also discussed, let me bring it up, Shannon Sharp, right? We talked about how Shannon Sharp broke the internet with that Cat Williams interview, right? And I was basically saying how in today's NBA, the main media gives us a disservice. ESPN and TNT doesn't do a good job explaining the game to us. But because there are so many platforms available now on such things as YouTube, it's changing how we're talking basketball. There's so much more things that are available to us. So when we're looking at Shannon Sharp here, who's getting 45 million views because he sat down and had a simple conversation with Cat Williams, the availability to spread information on YouTube is actually going to be larger on social media in general than if you go on ESPN and TNT. And the fact that those guys do a horrible job explaining basketball. Completely horrible.
Well,
I brought up some clips to show it. I can bring up some clips again if you want to. Y'all let me know. But it's just that, you know, it's just the idea now that the new phase of entertainment, which is sports entertainment, will go through such platforms as YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. You understand what I'm trying to say?
right.
Especially YouTube.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my opinion. For all the hate Shannon Sharp does, well, for all the hate Shannon Sharp gets, when he does talk about specific sports, he comes in very knowledgeable about the game. That's another reason why he gets a lot of buzz. He gets a lot of hate because we already know who he has as the GOAT. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's not like he doesn't break it down. He breaks it down kind of the way y'all break it down. He goes line by line, bar for bar, and then he gets, like even when he had the conversation with Stephen A. Smith on the show, what the Stephen A. Smith's last word was, 6-0. He even got Stephen A. Smith to say that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, but people who actually love the game have the ability to make people whose entire career is built around talking about sports look and sound casual. And I think people are looking for that type of exposure. People sat here and said Stephen A. Smith cooked Shannon Sharp in that interview. Where? Like, anybody who knows basketball knows how a lot of these conversations got started. It was driven by ABC, CBS, ESPN for specific players to always be put on a pedestal and idolized, and they can never be torn down, no matter what they did. But now, since information and research is so much more available to people, you can't spin narratives no more.
Yeah.
And that's what's killing a lot of the argument.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. There's so much information available because of social media. So yeah, you might have heard Stephen A. say this, but now you got other people on social media who have their own shows giving you their takes and telling you exactly how they feel. Just like Rashad McCants responded quickly to what Stephen A. said about what Allen Iverson said on another platform. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
And now it trickles that
I
way.
can't
That's why.
take-
That's why it's going to be great at the end of the day because there's so much information available because there's so many different platforms now. You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna look bad for a lot of these basketball players, like even former players that's gonna come out and be in this conversation, because they're gonna think their word carries so much weight, and they're gonna get cooked. I'm sorry, they're going to get cooked because they're gonna show how subjective they are. Like, I'm sorry, I like Rashad McCants, but when he said Kobe's getting pushed out of the conversation, Kobe was never in the conversation. Like people are disrespecting Kobe. No, they're not. The disrespect is trying to force that man into a conversation he was never in.
Oh, we're going to talk about that Sunday show. So that's going to be the main topic. We're going to talk about Kobe Bryant and McCant rant and how Kobe Bryant's fans feel about Kobe Bryant and the GOAT debate. So we're definitely going to have a great show Sunday.
That goes
Make sure
to
y'all
his
catch us Sunday.
fanboyness for Kobe Bryant. I'm a fan of the game. Period. My favorite player of all time, I think you already know who I have as the GOAT. My favorite player of all time is Patrick Ewing. You feel what I'm saying? I love Patrick Ewing. To me, Patrick Ewing is the best big man ever. That's my subjective take on Patrick Ewing. I have no numbers to back it up. I can say he was one of the best big men of that 90s era. I can't say he was the best, though. You see what I'm saying?
No, I got you. Like you said, that's called being objective. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing that I think that I need to explain to people about me, the exposer, is that no matter how subjective these guys want me to be and how personal they want me to attach my personal being to this conversation, I will never do it. What I care about, my opinions don't matter. I'm talking to you as a basketball fan from what the true. That's why it's a sport. That's why they have numbers. That's why baseball was always one of the.
I tuned them out. I usually tune out people when they say the only way you can make a player better than another player in a sport that goes by numbers, averages, and percentage is when you can only use the stats. Yeah. That's the only measurable way to sit here.
Everything is about stats. I just explained to Travis that even McCants and them were talking about why Kobe was great. They were talking about his talent and the fact that he was just a dog and all this other killer mentality stuff. All that is predicated on the fact that his stats say he put up 50 points on you. Yeah, you can be a dog like PJ Tucker and give me 0 points and nobody cares. But if you're a dog like Kobe putting up 50, it's different because of the stats. The stats matter. Lance Stevenson was a dog, but his production was horrible. So it doesn't matter how much of a dog you are. So that's what I've been trying to say. So attaching this idea that I like players like Tim Duncan or players that are just odd to themselves, guys that just stick to what they do, like a Dwayne Wade, like a Larry Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just themselves. They were different. They didn't try to be like nobody. You see what I'm trying to say? Even if you want to say LeBron, but we know LeBron has his up and downs about how he deals with his fame and celebrity status. But still, I will never be. I don't have time to explain to y'all why I like things because it's not about what I like. I don't care to have that conversation with y'all. That's why I'm the exposer.
It's about what the numbers say.
It's about what's factual. I'm only going to talk what's factual. I'm going to throw myself aside. So don't talk about me. Don't ask me about me. My life is great. My life is actually getting better now that I'm dealing with Jordan fans because now I'm making $3 a day off of what Michael Jordan fans say.
Like it's insane. Some of the takes, like I said, I usually tune people out when I hear them say numbers don't matter. When in sports, that's all that matters.
Listen, again, we're not really a LeBron channel. That's another thing you have to understand. The name of our show is GOAT James Kingdom.
This is a basketball show, bro.
It's a basketball show that is predicated on the idea that we see LeBron as the GOAT. And if you see LeBron as the GOAT, that means you know how to talk basketball. If you think Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are the 1 and 2 greatest players of all time, it is based purely off of fandom.
Right.
That's it. It's not based off of basketball. For Rashad McCants to say that Michael Jordan and Kobe were the blueprint to basketball is disingenuous and false. And let me answer Liddy here. Yes, the whole Cat Williams show And interview had nothing to do with basketball, but that's the point. It was a show about nothing, and it generated that much attention and garnished that much views, which means the availability for the fan base and for that type of streaming is there for whatever platform, if you're creating good content.
Right.
And that's the key. If you're not creating good content, if you're just some guy sitting in the back of your house like you guys think I'm doing, and you're just rambling at the mouth, trust me, there's hundreds of guys doing this, and they're not getting the same engagement because you have to create content.
Does it.
Yes.
I like how Shannon Sharp does it because he can have that deep intellectual conversation with you. I've never seen him really go into a conversation unprepared. Like the whole comedy thing, he let Cat Williams talk. That's why I got so many views. Cat Williams was talking. He was dropping names. He was telling stories. You ain't really see Shannon Sharp doing too much. But if he's having a sports conversation, Shannon Sharp, no matter what the sport is, he's gonna come with his facts. He's gonna come with his art, with the facts to back up whatever argument he says. That's why I like how Shannon Sharp does it. And everybody hating on him, in my opinion, it's ridiculous. Let that man be. I thought it was a great interview.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Bang Sports Entertainment, A-Weezy Bang and the Bang Nation. In fact, brother, I just put the link up, man. If you got the opportunity for a quick minute with me, I would love for you to bring up and explain to people how difficult it is to create content. Because if you go to Bang Sports and Entertainment, you see that young man working hard to give y'all content. He has a following. Why he has a following? He creates great content. So his fan base is waiting for his shows. He goes live multiple times a day, multiple times a week. He creates different content for his fan base. He understands his niche, what he does. And I would love for you to bring up and speak up on that as a content creator, because you are definitely doing your thing. So shout out to A-Weezy Bang and the Bang Sports Entertainment Nation. Y'all boys be doing y'all thing for real, man. So you got any last words? Any last words for me, Twin Man, before I start exposing some TikTokers for talking crap to me?
I would just like to sit here and say, bro, like, I really do feel like a lot more NBA players are going to make these platforms, and they're going to get killed by the ordinary fans who actually know the game, because they're going to think their word is law, and they're not going to know basic stats. They're not going to know basic situations. Yeah, can they break down plays because they played the game? Yes, but they ain't going to be able to give you the history. A lot of them aren't going to be able to give you the history the way you break down the history, and they're going to get exposed.
It's bound to happen, man. It's bound to happen.
I'm just being real. I believe if you and McCants had a conversation, you would expose him.
No, I think he'll fight. I think he'll swing on me. I honestly, I think it will end with fisticuffs. I think that if I got into a debate with somebody like face to face like that, like on a couch, I think someone like McCants would fight me.
Because he would be embarrassed. Because he wouldn't be able to back up that bullshit he said. Like, and I keep on telling people this. I hear people say on a regular basis, LeBron James fans make people hate LeBron. Nobody makes people hate Kobe more than Kobe Bryant fans. Nobody makes people hate Kobe Bryant more than Kobe Bryant fans, because the level of delusion they go to even put this man in the top 5 is insane. I can make a complete argument why he's not even top 10. I really could.
Don't start. Listen, save your voice. Get better. All right, brother. Take care of yourself. Drink some tea. All right. Make sure you drink some warm liquids. Pause.
Got tea right now.
all right, brother. Yeah, take care of yourself. Save that voice for Sunday, because we're gonna definitely talk a lot of Kobe on Sunday and Kobe fans. All right.
All right. I holla.
All right, peace, brother. Thanks so much, man. Y'all make sure to check out Twin Man. Y'all know where to find Twin Man. He's always in the GOAT James Kingdom platform. So definitely, yeah, the McCants is emotional. At least he admitted to it too. See, that's another thing. If they just admit to it, like McCants said, it's personal to me. It's something that means something to me. It's more than just talking basketball. Then I can step back and say, you know what, bro? It is what it is. Like you said, that's your dog. That's your blood brother. I'm not going to argue with you there. I'm not going to get personal with you. I'll step away when it comes like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's when you try to become the objective guy. It's when you try to become the guy that can think that you can talk down to us as basketball fans because we're not the players, and we didn't get Kobe kicking our ass for 40 points in a basketball game. So now we don't understand Kobe's greatness. Like, stop it, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Like, that has to stop. Yeah, I'm not a basketball player. I didn't play in the NBA. But I watch basketball and I know it enough. I've lived 40 years of my life plus to understand the game. I've been watching it for over 30 years. So it's not like I don't know the game. I played it for 20 years of my life. I stopped playing basketball literally like 5-6 years ago. Not even that. I would even say not even that long ago. But still. But again, we have to do a better job as people talking basketball. And that's why GOAT James Kingdom exists. And obviously this is why Dart and Michael Jordan fans are the best page exists, because we talk basketball. Is that correct, Dart?
Michael Jordan fans are the best. And yes,
Good job. I love that. That is a perfect little marketing tool, brother. Good job having that one. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, no, I love talking basketball. Yeah, I kind of was in and out there, so I don't know the last few things you were saying, but I saw the link. But one thing I had a question is when you guys made the GOAT James Kingdom page, did you guys have your formula before you named it GOAT James Kingdom?
No, we named GOAT James Kingdom off of my basketball fantasy team.
Oh, okay.
Literally, honestly, that was the truth. Brandon and I connected through Facebook, and I was actually doing my own show. I was doing just a show about my personal beliefs. I would talk entertainment, and then I would talk something political. So I would have 3 topics, a quick 30-minute show. It was just something to just give me a hobby. You know what I'm saying? I can't play sports anymore. I'm older. I needed something to do. So I said, you know what? Let me create a show. People like me on Facebook, on whatever. So I created a show. People tell me I should do it. So I created an episode about the GOAT conversation. That was one of the topics that I talked about in the entertainment part of my show. And I sent that to Brandon because he always talks the GOAT conversation on Facebook with me. And he asked me if I was interested in doing a show with him. I told him, yeah, let's do a show as long as you call it GOAT James Kingdom. And from there, we just ran. That was it. That was
Deal breaker.
That was it. I will do a show. You call it GOAT James Kingdom. We can do it. Let's go. I'm down for it. Because it was his idea. It was his plan. All I did was give him the title. And show up with my information and like I said, create content. If I'm going to sit here and talk to you for an hour, I should be able to provide something to you. You shouldn't sit here and just waste your time with some guy in his back room talking on the camera.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar with Robin with Sports and Fitness Rants. Great guy. He was doing a bunch of different stuff, but he was doing primarily shorts, and then he finally found his niche by the long form rants on sports, and he had some traction, but he really started taking off when he started doing that, and people love him, man. But to the point is that he had started off kind of doing, I mean, he still does sports health and fitness, but he's been really taking off with the sports.
Okay.
And yeah, Travis called me a casual, but I mean, I talk about George Mikan, I talk about these guys, and I actually don't disrespect their eras, but outside of that, I do consider myself a casual. I don't pretend like I can go and coach a team. Or anything like that, because I can't. But I like the sport. I like to talk about it. If you want to call me a casual, I don't care. But I know a lot more than a lot of people do. So
yeah, the only people I call casuals,
I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, the only people I call casuals are people who casually watch the game, which means they only wait till the playoffs. It's on today because football's not on. I'm watching it tonight because whatever is not on television. Like I said, if you have a team, I have a team. I'm a Heat fan, so I pay attention to the Heat. My wife's a Knicks fan. She pays attention to the Knicks. So basically, every other night in my house, there's a basketball game on. So, you know what I mean? So it's just as how I say. You know what I'm saying? So, but but we do appreciate you though. I see what you're doing over there. Michael Jordan fans need a space to talk about mid-range shooting and defensive player of the year. So it's great that you guys have that. And again, good luck to you guys. Wish you the best, because as you can see, YouTube is taking off and the platform is available for anybody who wants to have following. So good luck to you, my friend.
Absolutely. When are you in? Do you have a math job? How did you take the time, or who did you make the formula, or was it Bealey who made the formula?
What? Oh, the formula for our top 50 greatest players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was majority Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is a data guy. He does data for wherever he works at. I think that's his main thing. So he's good with numbers. So he came up with that
Okay.
on his. He came up with that one on his own, which was actually a great idea. It really works well. Brandon is simple.
Yeah,
guy.
it's
As
a, it's
you
a
can
way.
see, I'm the.
It's a.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, cut with that. No, I was curious. I was legit curious if one of you guys had a math related job because it was, it's
Well, I work
it's
in
niche and it's a way to it.
And I
I'm
work
sorry?
I work in electronics. I fix electronic equipment. I fix industrial equipment, mechanical equipment. So there is a lot of math and understanding that. So if you understand electricity, voltage, DC voltage, and things of that nature, AC voltage, you need math. You need to do division math. So yeah, I mean, math was always a great subject of mine. So
I see you got this other guy coming on, so I know
Yeah.
you like to do one at a time. But I just
Yeah.
want to let everyone know that my occupation is an international man of mystery. So I am all over the world. So take that as you will. And Michael Jordan fans are the best.
all right, the best. Next thing we know, you'll be in a tuxedo in your show, man. What up, A-Weezy Bang? Shout out to Michael Jordan fans of the best page. Oh,
What up,
man,
bro?
that is fun. Nothing much, bro. Listen, man. Listen, bro. I got nothing but respect for you, and I support your channel as much as I can. And I would love for you to help explain to people because I know you've been doing this for a while. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? First of all, plug in your show, plug in everything you do, brother, and break down the whole idea of YouTube platform because you have a great platform. Go ahead, brother.
Oh well, for me it was supposed to be me and my brother, starting about 3 years ago, but he passed, and I wasn't gonna do it, but I had encouragement from my OG and my wife, so I went on and did my thing, and it worked out. I mean, it was simple. I mean, you try to go on other platforms, and they be real disrespectful because you have LeBron as the GOAT, right? So I said,
said it.
okay, I'm gonna create a platform where everybody can come up and talk without being cursed out, called a derogatory name because of. I'm talking about the Jordan fans are bad, bro, but the Kobe fans are worse. The Mamba Night.
Oh
I'm
my-
sorry. Look, I grew up.
You
I'm
got me
born-
on that.
I'm born and raised in Chicago, bro. So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. And Jordan was the GOAT at first. You know what I mean? I get it.
Uh-huh.
But these Kobe fans, bro, oh man.
Oh my God, you got me on that one. You got me. Oh, that one caught me off guard. Because you was like the third, fourth person that said that showed up today. They are bad. Kobe
I'ma
fans
tell
are
you.
bad.
I'm gonna tell you, I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, LeBron happened to go to the Lakers. So that's the only reason I'm covering the Lakers. So
Oh yeah, you're a LeBron guy. That's what
Right.
you're a LeBron guy.
I
Yeah,
cover
yeah, yeah.
right. I cover
Yeah.
sports. I cover all do football, baseball, all of that.
Yes.
But the LA fans base is strong, right? So
Uh-huh.
the only reason I'm covering the Lakers is because of LeBron, and I let it be known. I lose some subs, but I gain some. But I'm such a guy. I understand entertainment too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I put a cast of characters together. It's just what I do, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's troubling at times because they attack your family. You get death threats. Like, it's amazingly crazy, bro.
Bruh.
You have to be a strong person, bro. Like, to have a family with kids and stuff like that to deal with these internet trolls, right? So it's crazy, bro. I mean, it's really easy. It's really simple, though, man. As long as you believe in what you're saying and believe in what you're doing, and you real with it, you don't really have to worry about nothing because they try to bring their opinions and make them truth. I'm gonna tell you something. Saying Michael Jordan is the GOAT, I have no problem with that. Saying Kobe the GOAT, I have no problem with that. You can have who you want as the GOAT, but when you come tell me I'm wrong for me having who I have as the GOAT, then we have a problem. And see, I can present to you certain things to let you know why LeBron is the GOAT, right? And everything can change, even opinions, but the numbers will stay the same. and they hate that. You see the slogan, stats are facts. You see what I'm saying? And they always have a problem. I look, I will destroy you, okay?
I know you. They thought I was the exposer.
I make them mad, bro.
They never seen A Weezy bang on them.
And look, it's so crazy with it, bro. You can't argue it. It's certain stuff you just can't argue, bro. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's cool, bro. It is what it is. I watch your content, bro. I appreciate you. You and Brandon Lee, what y'all do. It's amazing, bro. I'm just happy to have other platforms out here that's just not super biased, bro. You back up everything you saying with how you say it. It doesn't matter how you come up with your formula. It's your formula. Some people want to argue little bitty things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is but think about this. The reason he came up with the formula is because he's trying to objectively find a route. I always tell people you're never going to see anything your mind can't comprehend. So if you're not really, it's like, you ever wanted to buy a car and then you say, you know what, I want this particular type car, and now all of a sudden every time you're on the road you see that car?
Yeah.
You see, that car was always on the road, but now
Right.
you just brought it to attention to your mind and to your eyes to see it. So now you just see it more.
Right.
Or you learn a word you never knew before. Now all of a sudden you see the word everywhere.
Right. People start using it more. And
Exactly.
when I hear that, I'd be like, word of the day. You did?
Yeah, exactly. So people are not trying to find a criteria or a formula. They're not really trying to, because we've asked them one. That show we did was in July of last year.
Right.
We going 6 months, a half a month later. People have dissected our criteria, have done shows on our criteria, have done videos on our formula, and yet to do one for themselves.
And that's crazy, bro. You know, and then they try to argue the team accomplishment. 6-0. You better off saying he got 6 finals MVPs. I be trying to help him, bro. Like shout out to FYF, right? But I smoked him, bro. I smoked a lot of people on his show, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they hate me from over there, bro. You know what I mean? And it's
You're not cool. You're not cool with Lamont, or you mean just
I'm cool with Lamont. Shout out to Lamont, bro.
Okay,
It's just that I was over there. I had a debate with the Dookie guy, and I smoked him. I blew him out the water, bro. He had Jordan. I had LeBron. Okay, they even made a rap song about it, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they'll call you out. They are very objective. If you really cook somebody, they'll make sure that you get your praise. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was the Mackie Def guy and the Cho Boy guy. You know, these guys hate me on YouTube, bro, because of an opinion. Right. And yes, I can talk a little wild, because I bring the energy that you bring. You feel me?
Yeah. No, like you said, they get disrespectful. You get disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like you don't take the high road. You go to the basement.
Right. I mean, I'm bringing it to where you are. And see, people like to say, hey, man, it's not about stats. Stats don't make you the GOAT. Yet McCants said 15,000 in this jersey and 15,000 in that jersey. What is that? Those are stats. Those are stats.
He said Kobe passed Mike by the scoring title. He said that he has more points than Jordan. He literally used the all-time scoring record to say Kobe passed Mike.
But when you say it as a LeBron fan, it's the reason they hate LeBron, bro. You gotta understand this. It's the reason is because you never had nobody be able to challenge Michael Jordan in the modern era, right? Because you have Wilt. Wilt, when he tried to say he was the GOAT, and Wilt checked him. They changed the rules to help you, young fella. They changed the rules to stop me. It's a big difference. So
big difference.
They changed the rules because Jordan was crying a lot. I have the newspaper clippings and articles and all of that, bro. They trying to hurt me. They trying to hurt me.
But never got hurt.
You hate LeBron and call it soft, but your man started it. He started it, bro.
That's why
all I ask for is the same energy. That's it.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this way, BZ. I love your energy, bro. You and I, if we do a show together, they would literally, because they hate you. Because if you see how I did on TikTok, Literally, I was on TikTok today. I was cooking somebody so bad that they went into the comments and found somebody else's page that was commenting about what I was saying just to make fun of them because they couldn't make fun of me no more. That's how bad I was cooking them. Because like you said, they take it personal. They start talking about you. See, you don't really go live with your face like you said because you know like you said you don't really want to put yourself out there. I understand because they really will go looking for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Lamont did it. He said somebody gave him my real name. Somebody, I'm like, how, bro? I was in the hospital watching my last child being born years ago. This dude up here talking about my marriage, talking about somebody gave him my name. And I've been on, bro. I started on camera. But I got kids. I don't want my baby running through here on the camera with his diaper off. What if he take his it's a difference, bro.
No,
I don't have no problem on my face, bro. People know what. Look, I do. Look, if you go to my page, and you want to see me that bad, bro. I do shorts every day.
Mm-hmm.
My face is all on the camera. I do shorts every day, so it's not like I'm not seen. I have bangnation.net. You can go there and pick up your merch. My whole body is there. If
I see that.
You're dying to see me. You want to see me? I'm there. But my personal stuff that go on, if my wife want to come down here in a tone, I'm gonna let her come through in the tone. It ain't none of y'all business. I don't worry about nothing nobody's saying, bro. Who I'm here for? I don't care what a dude. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I recorded what I do. I reported on what's the girl name, the lady from ESPN that don't nobody like. She always talking about the bad stuff black guys go through.
Makila.
Yeah, Malika Andrews, right?
Malika Andrews, yes.
She jayed down on Becky with the good hair. What's his name? The guy who pump faked the ball in Kobe face. The light skin.
Oh,
dude.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah, she got down on Matt Barnes because she tried to say LeBron was doing this, but she was like, "Nigga, what Kobe doing year 17? Whoa, this?" Like she was going in him. So I was like, did she disrespect him, right? So I did the, you know what I mean? I went and did the facts and the numbers, right? So people got mad at that. So then I did another video about how Kobe and Westbrook have the same mentality, right? Because if you look at it, Kobe numbers, he never got better in the playoff, from the regular season to the playoffs to elimination games, and even in the finals, his numbers actually go down in elimination games. So they was like, "Oh my God, he disrespecting Kobe." Oh, whoa, right? I'm talking about they made like 3 or 4 videos about me, bro. I'm not even talking about you. I'm not even talking about you, bro. Why you worry about what I'm doing?
Oh, they are up in here now talking about you now. I already see them. They upset.
Hey, bro, look. Kobe is a rat. He told on Shaq that you better be glad I don't have my tools in front of me, because if I did, I will show the proof.
No, listen, and this is what happened with me, right? Now, this is my thing now with the Kobe thing. Like I said, we're gonna talk about Kobe's show. About Kobe on our show Sunday. The thing about Kobe is that I kind of left Kobe alone after he passed. You know what I'm saying? But it's been 4 years, y'all, and I think it's about time we should be allowed to talk objectively about him. But I'll bring that up later. But they don't understand, bro. And what you do is so important because, like you said, you bring facts yourself. And you, like you say, you stick to your thing. People know you're a LeBron fan, and people who, this is the thing, we could have other people join our program. They can't. If you go look at that Michael Jordan fan page of the best, nobody goes talk to them. Only Jordan fans. Nobody wants to talk to them. But we get Wilt fans, we get Kobe fans, we get Jordan fans, we get Kareem fans, we get everybody. We get Russell fans because we talk basketball. Because LeBron fans know basketball. The rest of them don't. Kobe fans don't, and Michael Jordan fans don't. And they're the majority of the basketball fans outside of LeBron fans.
Right. They get mad at me because I don't disrespect Michael Jordan. There's no need to. There's no need to disrespect Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan work, what he do, his work speaks for itself. Okay? It speaks for itself. But in my humble opinion, bro, just like Isaiah Thomas, the great Isaiah Thomas said, right? You have to own records, bro. You have to own records. LeBron is number 1 in multiple things in history.
Oh, you know what? Now that you said that, I'm glad that you said. I got one more video. You got time for one video with me? A quick minute video?
I got you.
Okay, we're gonna do this right quick. Let's get this video up here, right? Because what we are about to do is we are about to expose people who claim that the it's all about longevity and the totals, right? They always say totals is just longevity. That's all it is. You guys, nobody cares about that. That's only LeBron fans. Well, listen to this, and this is not only another thing. After this, I want you to answer what a playmaker is. I want you to give me a definition of a playmaker after this video. So let's watch this right quick. Let me know if you can hear this, if it's good.
34. That's a good number, 34. That's a good number.
Okay. Number 34?
Yeah,
Of course it is.
last year. Of course he is talking about you was close.
Now, they're talking about Charles Barkley being 34 all time. They're making fun of him that he's 34th all time in all time scoring. And they say how Kevin Durant is moving up and he's 34th all time. They're making fun of him.
He didn't just pass you last year.
I ain't close.
I knew he passed me recently. No, he said that ain't recent. 34. Not
34.
Hey,
Oh, my God. You
34. You are a scrub.
Oh, now see? King, top 75. Fire Kennedy Jet. He's kidding. Ernie called me a scrub. No, you were a scorer. I'm a playmaker.
That's wrong. You're 29th. You're not 34th. Oh, you're 29th. You're not 34th.
You already said?
You were a scorer. I'm a playmaker.
That's wrong.
No, you were a scorer. I'm a playmaker.
It was kind of muffled. Say it again.
I'm a
That's
playmaker.
wrong. You're 29th. You're not 34th.
You're kidding. Ernie called me a scrub. No, you were a scorer. I'm a playmaker.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I heard what he said. You a scorer. I'm a playmaker.
He said, you're a scorer, I'm a playmaker, right? But basically, they're basically making fun of Charles Barkley because Charles Barkley is like 34th scoring all time, right? So obviously, like you said, you have to have the records. The records count. The totals matter.
They definitely.
Now before I let you go, so you can go out there and bang on them all the time. Pause. What is a playmaker, A-Weezy? What is a playmaker?
A playmaker is I want to say a guy who controls the team. He control your team. The person that does everything, right? Like you can play make by scoring. You can play make by passing. You can play make by getting a steal. It's a leader of the team, if you will, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? A person who really can control the offense and defense. Okay, like a playmaker, you can't just simply say assist, right? That's just not it, bro. A playmaker does everything. He make plays. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like to try to make it one thing. You can't just generalize it with one thing. Oh, a playmaker is just they do this right here. You can say a scorer is just a scorer because all he does is score. The rest of his numbers are super low, right? It's a reason why. Let's see. If you take like Kiwi, right? People want to say Kiwi was one of the biggest playmakers, but early in the game, before the injuries, bro, like I think they would have beat that Warriors team. Remember that with Kevin Durant the first year when dude broke his foot or was slid up on his foot or whatever. Or they
Kawhi Leonard got hurt. So
you know what I mean? Like controlling the game, bro. It's not just a point guard, right? Even though they basically put on point guards. It's a lot of point guards that's playmakers.
But that's why I was gonna tell you that, because that's why Kenny said that. Kenny said, I'm a playmaker, you're a scorer. So as a playmaker, my job isn't to score. My job is to set up the score.
Right.
So my job is to get the score from my teammate. My job is to get my teammate a shot. That's what a playmaker is. So really playmaking is ball, like you said, it's not just one thing, it's not just passing. Passing's a part of it. It's a ball handling. You have to be able to handle the ball because you have to get the ball to a certain spot. If you originally get the ball 90 feet away from the rim, how are you going to get closer to the rim? You have to dribble, right? So or pass. That's the only way you can move the basketball. Because other than that, you can't run with the basketball. So you have to dribble with the ball if you're running. If not, you got to pass it. So you have to be able to dribble and pass, and you have to be able to set screens. Because setting screens is what sets up the play. It's what gets shooters open. Or if you want to say post up, because I believe post up is a form of screening. You're just not screening for your teammate. You're screening for yourself. You're using your body to keep the defender away so that you can get the ball.
And that's facts.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why when I hear people say scoring, that's not play. Taking a shot is not playmaking. The play is for you to take a shot. But how is that play made? You understand what I'm trying to say? That play is made
Mhm.
because you ran around the screen, because there was a ball facilitator that dribbled the ball to the right spot and got you the ball in the right spot.
Or
You see
he
what I'm trying?
or the ball handler dives into the paint,
Mhm.
brings in the defense, and he kicks it out to the open man.
Exactly. He knows where they're gonna, but he knows who's gonna crash. He knows where the help's gonna come from. So if the help comes, yeah, if the help, yeah.
Basically the
But
LeBron
LeBron
James
does.
system, right? The
There you-
LeBron.
there-
See,
There you go. There you go. You said it. You said it. You said it.
he the only one that to me that I've seen literally win with his system, bro. That's what to me. That's part of what make you the GOAT, bro.
No, but he's not. He's so adaptive. He can play any system. That's what people don't understand. The problem is that he's always been the best point guard on his team, because legitimately LeBron wants to be a point guard, but he has to compete with Kobe and Mike. So he's out there scoring with them.
Hey,
Because
hey,
you
look,
know what I'm saying?
he really don't. His mom, I saw an interview with his mom. He said my mom said be better than Michael Jordan, and he went out and did it. You
Yeah,
feel me?
because more than
He
scoring,
went out and
exactly. I'm not gonna score 30 because I'm not gonna take 25 shots per game. So I'm gonna play within the confines of the game, but I'm still gonna dominate with my scoring. But I'm gonna affect the game in so many ways. He's
Right.
just versatile. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why the stats. That's why before the stats were great until LeBron showed up. Now the stats don't matter because now the stats are so great on LeBron's side that you no longer could talk basketball.
Right. Did you, this boy said move with Jordan? No, he said that. Oh my goodness, you only can bring LeBron in the conversation when you talk about stats.
Oh my God.
But just 3 seconds ago, you talked about stats, bro.
They're the
What are you
worst.
talking about, bro?
We're gonna have that show Sunday. Please check us out Sunday, bro. We're gonna talk about that. Hey, what's your beef with this dude named Damon Talk Sports? He's over here.
He's a fan, bro. Let him be a fan, and he a disrespectful fan. You know what I mean? So I let him be fans. You know what I mean? It's no way you can respect the guy who from a whole nother country that lie about his height, lie about what he do. He's just a liar. I don't deal with him, bro. He's a fan. Let him be a
Oh
fan.
my God, that's
But
hilarious.
I want to ask you this though.
Go ahead.
What is your definition of a score, and what makes you a better scorer than the next? For example, what make people say Kobe a better scorer than LeBron, even Jordan? Yeah,
No,
hell, somebody even said Carmelo, right?
no.
So I want to know what's your definition of a scorer, bro?
A scorer is somebody that puts up points. That's the facts. It's somebody who actually gets you buckets. However you want to see it, it's the amount of points, because the buckets don't matter whether you're shooting threes or you're shooting twos. Does it matter? I know Kareem has 38,000 points on 1 3-pointer. So why you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't care how you score. You score. Carmelo has 36,000 points on the same whatever shot. I don't care. He scored 36,000 points. How can that be ignored? If you want to talk about scoring, I want to know how many points you put up. The same
Right.
if you tell me about a good running back, I want to know how many yards you have,
Is it-
how many
is it-
how many
is it-
touchdowns you have.
Is it the per game thing?
The
Do you
per
go
game-
by,
no,
do you go by
no.
per game?
No, because the per game is not it's a math of the totals. What's called Tracy McGrady's not a 19 point per game scorer. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the point. Michael Jordan's really not a 30 point per game scorer. He's a 33, 34 point per game scorer. But in his career, he averages 30 because he played 1,072 games, and in those 1,072 games, he scored 32,292 points. And that averages to 30 points. Michael Jordan didn't score 30 points every game. He didn't average 30 points per game. So that's just of us understanding seasonal stats. But when we talk career, it was always totals.
Right. So
No one ever said Kareem averages 24.6 points per game. It was always 38,000 points. All-time leading scorer. Nobody cared Wilt Chamberlain had 30.1 points per game. It was Wilt Chamberlain was the first to 30,000.
okay, now I agree with that. So what do you say to someone that says that Kobe's a better scorer than LeBron, Jordan's a better scorer than LeBron because they had a bigger bag?
You tell them why, and then they're going to tell you the bag. And I'm going to tell you,
That's what I'm saying.
Michael Beasley had a bag. You know who has the greatest bag of all time? Kevin Durant. So he's the greatest scorer of all time. He's better than all of them. That's what I'm saying. No matter what they try to do to make that guy better than LeBron, they're just going to make that guy not the best player ever. or not the best player in that category, which is what they want to do. Because they're basically saying if they're better than LeBron, that means they're greater at everything.
Right.
That's how they talk, bro. That's how they talk.
You do know the one of the weakest bags, but the greatest shots, one of the greatest shots ever, never to be duplicated, was by Lou Alcindor.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He had the jump hook. You know, he did most of that with the jump hook. He wasn't crossing and doing a step back fadeaway three, or, you know. So
don't need it. Don't need nothing else.
So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying,
bro.
I
know, cause I got right now Embiid. Who got more of a bag than Embiid?
Oh, that's a good question.
You see what I'm saying? Because the more we get into today's players, they got the bag. Jordan didn't have that bag.
Right.
Kobe didn't have that bag. Kobe was an average 3-point shooter. He don't got that bag.
So look, they like to say that, and it's really this Kobe thing, bro. They've been at me, bro. If you see my emails, it would be ridiculous, right? So I'm gonna say this, right, and then I'll stop because it irks me. You know what I mean? So
about to bring up SB. SB, I'm about to bring you up. I'm about to bring you up. Go ahead. Finish up, ABZ. Go ahead.
Hey, look, right? So if LeBron James at the basket scores at a higher clip than Shaq, like 73 or 74%, right? He shoots a higher clip from beyond the arc than Kobe and Michael Jordan, but they both shoot better from the mid-range than them.
Mm-hmm.
How is it better when LeBron's scoring is more effective than what they're doing? He's more effective at going to the basket.
Because LeBron don't make me feel like Kobe makes me feel. Don't you understand that, bang?
Hit the clap button, gunshot for yourself, bro. Hey,
I'll do one better for them. Bang said, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You don't want to hear about your crying ass. Don't give a fuck what you feel. You're a grown ass man.
Hey, and that's it. That's all I got to say, bro. Like I said, I appreciate what you do, man.
I'm
always hitting that like button, bro. You feel me?
Yes. Y'all make sure to check out Weezy Bang and the Bang Nation, Bang Sports and Entertainment. Send out the Cash App, donate, become a member of his channel. He got merch. Like I said, he does a pregame, a halftime show, and a postgame show. Brother, hit me up. Let's do a 40K. When LeBron hits 40K, we need to do a show together. Go James Kingdom in your platform. That live that night.
No doubt, man. Just hey, look.
We gotta do it. Let me know when you're ready.
Look, you got the Facebook. You know where I'm at on YouTube.
I got you, brother.
It's
I'm gonna
easy,
reach you out.
No doubt.
I'm gonna reach out. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good night, brother.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Again, this is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. It is Friday night exposure with the Exposer. I'm Johnny the Exposer. I do a lot of great things, and I got my boy SB here. SB, thank you for joining me, brother. How you doing, bro?
I finally caught you online. See, the Exposer, the original Exposer of the Exposer here now. What's going on, my brother?
Nothing much, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on, man. We are talking the social media landscape and how it's changing the entertainment world, which includes the basketball world, right?
Right.
And how TikTok and YouTube and Facebook are really the platforms people go to conversate and talk about sports. And how Shannon Sharp's interview with Cat Williams shows how much of a pie is available in the streaming market with YouTube.
Yes.
People like you, obviously Weezy Bang and everybody else, FYF Sports, we're actually headed to being like the leaders of talking sport, because people are no longer interested in going to ESPN or going to ABC and going to these platforms, because these guys are such puppets. You can actually hear real content, and if you're creating good content, you're going to have a good fan base. So you're somebody who's doing your job, you've been doing your thing. Can you explain to people how difficult it is for one to create good content and to keep your fan base interested and making sure they check you in and day out?
Yeah. Now, one, you hit it right on the head with that. And then, like, a lot of things that's different from, like, me to other people. Like, I went to a media school, so I'm, like, part media trained in everything and what I've been doing. Like, the guy who's one of my teachers, the producer at the Top Show or The Score, and he helped Stephen A to get to a point where he was at. So I understand the ins and outs of both sides. But the point of being, like, a content creator is better than the mainstream, because guess what? I know Johnny, he got Go James Kingdom. I don't want to hear about everything else. I want to hear about what's going on with LeBron and what he's talking about. But also, I know that Johnny gonna tell me how he really feel because it's been exposed too many times. Where even Kendrick Perkins said when the Suns made the finals, they sent the email out that we need somebody to take this side and say the Suns are dynasty. Who gonna take it? He literally said that. He said that out his mouth. They said, "Well, I'm gonna just say it because y'all told me to say it." Like nobody wants to hear that. That's not really how you feel because they got it at a point of. And this is what I do. This is what I do hate about the content creator side too. But the main people do that where you always, I got to cook this press. I got to. It ain't always about that. Like you think, appreciate that too, T. Perfect. You don't always have to cook somebody to have a good podcast. I just seen you and B lead. I done watch y'all plenty of times. Y'all just had a regular conversation without going back and forth. It is still a good podcast. I've seen episodes when everybody disagree, and it was good episodes. But guess what? The reason why we rock with it because we know this is how y'all genuinely feel. And that's what we want as the people. And then also our content come quicker too. So it's like you got to wait on Monday for Stephen A. I can go live right after something happened with the Bulls. The Bulls ring an honor. And if you see that they just booed Jerry Krause's wife, it's crazy. They booed I said, we don't care, bro. We don't care, bro.
What's wrong with Chicago, man? What's wrong with Chicago?
Hey, I was shocked. And you see your boy Mike didn't show up. I was hoping to see Mike show up.
He can't show up, man. Mike is big, man. Come on, man. You already know your boy Mike, man.
I didn't even watch the full thing yet, but because I was streaming during the time. But I'm gonna go back and watch it. Did you watch it? Was Scotty there?
I don't think so. I think it was just some of the other guys. I think Kukoc was there.
Luke Longley. You might want to see Luke Longley.
Wennington. I think Wennington was there, and Vandy Brown. I think they were there. But and that's the bad leadership of Jordan. He can't even bring back the legacy of the dynasty of the Bulls. He can't even.
You ain't nothing, man. You had to shoot that shot. But you hit it. But 100% though, you hit it right on the head with that. And I think like this is the wave of the content creators, and even the main guys are realizing they're like, okay, yeah, it's great to be on one of these top big platforms, ESPN. Who wouldn't like? I'm working my way to get to that point. Like, cause like I said, I do both sides. Like I do my own thing, and I'm trying to get to the point of being on radio stations and be on ESPN and do all that. I want to do both, but you see these guys like transition to doing this because now you can make your own money. Doing your own thing and it's your own process control. Everybody mad at Shannon Sharp against can't nobody say that. That's his content on his channel.
On his channel. And that's why I was saying this is better. Because like you said, people want this now. People are tired. We've been lied to a lot. Since 9/11. Yes. If you've been alive since 9/11, you've heard a lot of lies, and because social media is the age of information, we've been flooded with information. So what people just want is genuine information. They just want genuine. They want to be able to relate to you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you are someone who has any kind of charismatic character of you. You should try to do this because this is the new age. There's going to be a lot of jobs taken away in the future because of AI. Right, so the future is streaming, and that's what the whole point was. And if you are a basketball content creator, it's not easy. It's saturated, even in the sports market. You got to find your niche. And I tell people, we started Goat James Kingdom because we were just two guys who wanted to talk basketball.
Yep.
And we understood that as LeBron fans or guys who have LeBron as the GOAT, there's not too many places to talk the GOAT conversation.
No.
So we created a safe space for everybody to talk. And what happened was the exposure grew out of that because it got bad. Because people literally think that they could say anything to LeBron fans. They really think they could be very disrespectful, and you can just take it because you're a LeBron fan. Like that.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is though, they think they can just say anything in general because like people understand like now because we used to always blame like the media, the mainstream pushing narratives. No, pushing the narrative. You see people who do that online with their own content. I don't see a couple people channels. Is their whole channel is just a narrative channel. Don't have no facts in between, nothing. And that's why I said, like, you do a great job when you turn like when they expose, because can't nobody say with you and your content, and what I do like and I do respect about your content is you keep it fair down the middle. And I say the same thing about Bang. We know you favor LeBron. That's perfectly fine. But you call a spade a spade. Perfect example, you was on my show when you was asking about what LeBron rank at as an all-time Laker. Everybody thought you was doing that clip was thirsty. Thought you was going to say LeBron was number one. You didn't say it. Because you keep it fake down the middle, bro.
He's the only undefeated Laker, though. He got the only undefeated finals. He's undefeated in the finals as a Laker. He's the only one. So
I guess. I mean, want to know.
unless you want to talk about longevity, because everybody else played longer than he did. Yeah, right. Yeah, you like that one.
But that's the whole point. But look, and see, and that's why I rock with you too, because you don't understand how to flip the narratives with facts and like that's another thing I rock with. You go bring the facts, and I'm gonna say, yeah, of course you you got to set the trap a couple times. You know, I know when you set the trap a couple times, but
we don't have to. Trust me, and that's another thing too. People think that we set up these people or that we pay people. No, we literally set this up because in Facebook we got banned from other groups. We couldn't comment, post it. So what happened is we created Goat James Kingdom and to talk to the show and have the Facebook group to promote the show. So the show was able for those guys to come up and talk to us.
Right.
But they kept becoming disrespectful because even when we were having just simple conversations, it became like Rashad McCants. Now it's personal. Like now you just you drew the straw. Like you said, because we're being so objective and we're throwing all these numbers at you. Oh man, and so now it's a problem. And now we have a whole GJK City Girl groupie posse that's trying to shut us down.
Nah, man, y'all got to keep grinding and doing y'all thing. Y'all actually put out great content, man. Like I might have to see if LeBron drop 40K. I'll probably see you up here with a fifth of Hennessy, a fifth of Lobos, and 2 cigars, and LeBron drop 40K.
Listen. I'm serious. I'm gonna see if Bang and I can get that together because he always does the post game show anyways. So more than likely he's doing the show anyways.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to combine our shows so that we can do a 40K show. Because I was going to go live on TikTok, but I have a problem with TikTokers, man. TikTokers are a problem. I only like going on...
Yeah, it hit a little different.
I like going on Ralph's Live. The rest of them, even on Ralph's Lives, it get a little crazy because, it's the same crew of guys. That's the whole point. I feel like TikTok's not, spreading us out to other people. It's like I get the same...
and then with Ralph Lives, like sometimes like when Ralph wanted me on, by the time I get on, when I be checking them out, what I do, they don't really be talking about like really too much or nothing, or it be like the GOAT debate, like, bro, I'll be telling people, like, I'll be tired of talking about that because it's going to be, we going to have the same conversation that we have every time. I'm going to say my points why I feel this way. You're going to say the same points. You been say, who want to talk about the same thing for 3 days straight? I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. Because at the end of the day, you feel who you feel because, like, I tell everybody all this, and I told you how I feel about the GOAT debate. As long as you said Mike, LeBron, and Kareem in the first 3 names you say, I'm fine with it. Yeah. And because all of them have a case to be the GOAT. Can't nobody deny and say they don't have a case to be the GOAT. And if you say LeBron has no case to be the GOAT, you're lying. You say Jordan had no case to be the GOAT, you're lying. You said Kareem don't have a case to be the GOAT, you're damn well lying. You know that. Like, stop, bro. We did them just the 3. Yeah. But then also, how you feel about the Kobe thing? Because I for me personally, I have Kobe at 4.
Yeah, we're gonna have a show about it on Sunday, so you gotta come check out Sunday show. You gotta check out Sunday show. We're gonna, because as you can see, we posted some videos about McCants rant, and it's going viral. Now we've attracted Kobe fans. We've really just been getting killed by Michael Jordan fans coming at us, but now the Kobe fans are coming at us because we've been going in on Kobe. So
that, brother.
But you know what you stated about those TikTok guys and things like that. They notice, and that's why they don't like me. I tell them that's why they don't get the likes, they don't get the following, because they don't create good content. It's not just about coming up here talking bad about Michael Jordan. My premise isn't just coming up here talking bad about Michael Jordan. That's what they don't understand. I actually take the time out to create content. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy creating a 3-minute video. It's not easy creating a 1-minute video. You see how hard it is to create. You created 3-4 reels since your show, and it takes time, it takes effort.
And the reels are going up too. They was mad at your CMC boy. They was mad at the mother. CMC MVP Lamar, and then you said Lamar ain't that guy. They was pissed off.
Listen, I do it like none other, baby. If anybody's gonna get somebody mad, it'll be the exposer, baby.
You got to. That means you're doing something right, man.
Listen. I'm not doing nothing but being me. This is honestly who I am. I tell people all the time. I already know there's just some people I rub wrong, and that's fine. Pause. It's pause. Pause. Yeah, but it's fine. And you know what? I may rub a lot more people wrong than I may not, but that's fine. I got a following, and I'm good with that. Like you said, as long as we got our platform. Like I told you, I have a platform. I create content. It's not just Goat James and all day. Yeah, it's premises on LeBron James, but you see, we talk basketball, and we can talk basketball. So, and I'm a Heat fan. At the end of the day, you can see. We're gonna whoop y'all next time we see y'all.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen, man. You see how Kobe White was doing, y'all boys.
Before I let you go, before I get up out of here, what do you think of your team with Kobe White? Because I see you like Kobe White a lot.
He been balling. Most improved player.
So you're gonna build your team around him? Is that the plan?
I think you gotta, if you're gonna get rid of Zach, and then also for all y'all Lakers fans that's in here, it's been reported by Bobby Marks that the Lakers do not want to add a third max guy on their contract. So, but I feel like Lakers fans gonna push the issue. But if everybody keeps saying Zach is on his way to LA, the Lakers don't want to add another max contract guy. But because their money gonna be food, their money already messed up. But for me, I feel like if you gonna get rid of Zach, yeah, you got to build around that guy Kobe White. I think Kobe White, Patrick Williams, let them finally grow to what they are able to do. Because I've been seeing this out of Kobe White for a minute. And I said if the Bulls was to be dumb enough to let Kobe White go, he was gonna go to another team and do what he's doing now. I think right now, if you don't give Tyrese Halliburton, because you want to say Tyrese Halliburton is already good, Kobe White is by far the most improved player in the league. His numbers are substantially better than it was. And he's been leading us to wins. We just beat the Rockets, and the Rockets ain't too much to talk about, but we was down and he had 30 and hit the clutch, the game sealing shot. So he just been on another level. So I'm and I think we coming back against the Warriors right now as we speak. So I'm rocking with Kobe White, man.
Yeah, I'm about to check the games again. I have the games up here. There are a few games on tonight. You can see on the bottom banner the ticker there. But thanks SB Talk Sports, man. Plug in your show. Plug in your program. Let everybody know where they can find you and what you do every day. Let them know, baby.
You already know the slogan: real takes over fake debates. SB Talk Sports. Just type in "real takes over fake debates" or SB Talk Sports, and I'll pop right up. That's why I rock with you, brothers. Look, people think like in this game, and you understand that when you have takes and create content, that every take ain't gonna always be great. It's not. But if you say something and if you feel a way like you say, I think LeBron, you could just be like, I think LeBron is the greatest shooter of all time in the clutch, right? And I done seen you come up with like my points and my reasons for this. Some people just say shit or just say stuff just to argue. I never got that from you where you just say something to argue. And that's the real meaning of real takes over fake business. Let's have a real basketball conversation. Don't just be saying nothing just to argue, nothing like that. Bring your facts, and we gonna bring my facts, and then we gonna figure out who was right for the end.
And trust me, if it was easy to just create clickbaits, everybody would have a platform with so many followers. Yeah, exactly. So, you never know what goes viral as long as you're trying to create good content. Because as I stated before, Shannon had no idea that interview was going to blow up like it did. And like I said, it's at 45 million views. That means in 10 days, 45 million different times somebody was watching that. And it's a 2.5 hour interview. And like we said, it's about nothing. It's just a ex-football player who's an entertainer talking to a comedian who's a controversial comedian to that extent that people don't really think has anything smart to say. But everybody loved it. But it was good content. So
yeah, it was.
So shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. We look forward to seeing you. Keep good luck. Catch us on Sunday because we are going live.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that.
Y'all check out SB Talk Sports. He's on TikTok. He's on Facebook. He's also right here on YouTube. He goes live Friday nights as well. He goes live Monday nights. Has a program. They talk everything from wrestling to football to basketball. He talks sports. That's his name. That's what he does, man.
And occasionally I troll in the Go James Kingdom group just because it'd be hilarious.
That's right. Trolling is fine.
I'll be having the group going up though every time. I'll be knowing what to do, and I'm just like, yeah, let me go ahead.
Just know nobody the bigger troll than me. I'm the biggest troll of them all, man.
Yeah, you got it. But appreciate you having me on, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, bro. Thanks for joining me, man. Peace. Yeah, man, that's my boy SB, man. Shout out to that man. Listen, man, so as y'all can see, man, what y'all think of sports, fitness, and rants. All right, well, we had several encounters with Mr. Sports, Fitness, and Rants. From what I can see, he has a page predicated on fitness and also the GOAT conversation. He said that it's his mission to break all the narratives and lies about LeBron James and him being the GOAT and why Michael Jordan is the superior player and the superior GOAT and will always be the GOAT. He rants. That's what he does. It goes well with him. He actually has a good niche himself. So we wish him the best of luck because Jordan fans need someone like him because he has the energy to deal with someone like me. And he just doesn't have the information. So that's their problem. They don't have information. But he's another Michael Jordan fan, and they love him. So he as he says, his show is popping. He gets more views than us. He has more followerships than us. So shout out to him and let him do his thing. We're doing ours, and that's the whole point of the show. That's what I was talking about how that YouTube has allowed everyone this platform. to be in their own space, and everybody have access to it right on their phone. It's available to you right on your phone, right off of your whatever, your smart television, your computer, and you don't have to have cable. Everybody has internet, Wi-Fi mostly, so it's the access to the shows and to these programs and platforms are very easy. So it's going to continue. So y'all make sure to catch us on Sunday, because we will be going live Sunday to talk basketball in the GOAT conversation. The conversation Sunday, though, will be about Kobe Bryant. We will be discussing Kobe Bryant. As y'all know, Kobe Bryant was talked about as the second best player to Allen Iverson, which led Stephen A. Smith to talk about why Kobe's not second over LeBron, which led Rashard McCants to go on several rants. And now Kobe fans have, the floodgates are open. Rashard McCants has opened up the floodgates. He's basically saying, if you're a Kobe fan, you need to stand 10 toes down, and that's what they're doing. So we're going to have a show about Kobe fans and the whole Rashard McCants situation. I would like to thank everybody who joined the program today. I really appreciate you guys, from Travis to SB, the Bang, Twin Man, Dart from Michael Jordan fans are the best. Shout out to everybody again in the comments. Again, don't be afraid to become a subscriber of the channel. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid to check out the perks and becoming a member of GOAT James Kingdom. As soon as we get enough members, we'll be doing special shows, special video chats and super chats with you guys, so that we can discuss the GOAT conversation, so that you yourself can go out there and battle everybody. So I want to thank everybody again for joining me tonight. I am A. Johnny the Exposer. This is Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I will be on Sunday's show with Brandon as we will be talking Kobe, but I'll be back next Friday. Hopefully I will have my top 30 list, as it's not easy to do, guys, but I will definitely step up and try to get that list together so we can talk about that. But again, you guys have a great Friday night. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for joining me. This is Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, and this is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. I am out of here. You guys enjoy your Friday night.